From the alley-oops at Kezar to the glory days at the stick. From who's got it better than us to brick by brick. It's always the 49ers way, from off-season to game day. Yeah, we talk back. It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49. Wait, I don't say that.
Wait a minute. Ant?
Are we at his house?
Thought so. Huh. Technical difficulties, everybody. We'll be right back. It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time.
Good to have him back.
Thanks. Glad he's here.
What did you guys say it was?
We don't know. We just, your house. You weren't here. Tried to start. He's figured.
We were confused.
Yeah, it was a weird moment.
Anyways.
I do know where the 49ers are going to be.
That's right.
On the next stop of the playoff tour, the 49ers are going to the land of Foxborough, where you can find hoodies, footlongs, Spygate, deflated balls, and lots of other stuff. But the prodigal son, Jimmy G, is returning to take on Superman.
Yeah, games don't get much bigger than this for an NFL fan. Anytime you play the Patriots in Foxborough, big deal. They got Bill Belichick over there, Cam Newton, Jimmy G making his return, all the things he said. It's a big game for the Niners, sitting at 3-3 they need a win. I'm really excited about this week's game.
Absolutely, a chance for Jimmy to get one up on Belichick, stick one to him for letting him go and choosing Tom. Well, technically, Belichick didn't choose Tom, but Kraft choosing Tom.
He can rub it all over Kraft.
All over Kraft, because he's used to that. But anyway, that's besides the point, because you also get one for Shanahan that's a big deal as well this week. A chance to put one up on the defensive guru that is Bill Belichick and solidify himself as one of the best play callers and offensive guys in the game right now. Big week, like Horst said. Huge game this week. We need this win big time to get us to 4-3.
Big game in the Cesena household as well.
It's true. Love you, sweetheart. I
There could be a marriage writing on this.
Let's hope there's not that much writing on this game. But let's talk about these offensive key matchups that we got this week. Horst, we're going to start with you, buddy. What do you got for the offensive key matchups for this game against the Patriots?
For the 49ers, their offensive key matchup is to make sure they get George Kittle involved early and often as they can. The Patriots, with their defensive wizard over there, Bill Belichick, have done a great job of shutting down the two big-time tight ends they've played. They shut down Travis Kelce. He did end up having one big, 50-yard catch towards the end of the game, but they held him to 3 catches for the whole game. Then when they played the Raiders, they held Darren Waller to 2 catches for 9 yards. They like to match up one guy to bump your tight end and a second guy covering him. They do all sorts of things like that. So the way Bill Belichick is gushing praise on George Kittle makes me think he has something fun planned for him. I don't know if it's a shot at Gronk or if he just has something planned for him and he's being Bill Belichick. But they need to get him open and get him involved early.
Absolutely. Most likely, it's a little bit of both. He's probably taking a shot at Gronk while also, buttering up Kittle for some craziness. But this is why it's important that we have another big-time player step up, especially on the outside, and that'd be Deebo Samuel and his matchup versus Stephon Gilmore. Most likely, Gilmore is going to be all over him all day long. I don't think Gilmore will probably line up on anyone else. He'll probably be all over Deebo for the entirety of the game. We don't need Deebo to win every single route against Stephon Gilmore, but he's got to win crucial ones. Ones where maybe they send to Kittle and leave him one-on-one, situations in which we need a big play or we need some sort of spark, not just the short stuff that we saw last week where Deebo's coming in on the fly sweep, like action, we give him a little toss. He's going to have to win some routes downfield against Stephon Gilmore to open up this offense and take some pressure off of Kittle and make Belichick think twice about whatever his scheme is for Kittle. Because if Deebo can beat Stephon Gilmore just a few times, it could be a game where Deebo has 2 catches for 60 yards. But those big catches are the thing we're going to need this week to kind of open up this offense and get the Patriots out of cramming the box and trying to stop the run game, especially with Raheem Mostert not playing, and just, make them get out of their comfort zone on early downs, especially.
My offensive key matchup is going to be Kyle Shanahan versus Bill Belichick. This is going to be the ultimate chess match. Kyle Shanahan is going to have to figure out real quick what Bill Belichick's plan is, who he's planning to take away, because Belichick always plans on taking away somebody. Usually it's your strength. More than likely it would be the run game, but I don't think so this time. I think they're going to sit back. I think they're going to give the 49ers favorable boxes and hope that the 49ers try to run the ball. But I really do think that they're going to try to bracket George Kittle. How they do that is going to be fun. Are they going to use linebackers and safeties like Horst was talking about? Could they also line up Stephon Gilmore on him at times? I think it's going to be a mixture of all things. I think they're going to try to confuse Jimmy Garoppolo, confuse Kyle Shanahan by lining up multiple people against George Kittle. And I think that Kyle Shanahan's got to figure out what he's doing and then take advantage of it, because he will leave things open. You just have to get into the right formation, the right plays. We saw this in the past when Harbaugh went against Belichick. He was able to take advantage of the first half, and then Belichick reacts so fast that he fixed it and they almost came back. So Kyle Shanahan's got to continue to evolve as the game goes on and continue to adjust to what Belichick's doing, and Belichick will do the same. This is going to be a fun chess match to watch. I think Kyle's up for it, but it's going to be a good one.
Man, those were some good matchups. You know what else matches up? You subscribing to this podcast. You're going to scroll down, you're going to subscribe, hit the like button, ring the notification bell. You can even comment on it and tell us how good we are at this. And now it's time for our key matchups on the defensive side of the ball. We'll start with you. What do you think, Alex?
I'm going to be honest. This was a tough one this week to pick one specific thing. But I tend to lean towards the 49ers defense against the run game for the Patriots. They've relied heavily on the run to create mismatches in the box, so that way Cam has time to throw single coverage one-on-one. Cam tends to struggle if he's got to progress through multiple reads, especially in a new system in New England. This isn't the system he was playing in Carolina. It's not the same system. So he struggled early on making more than the first couple of reads throughout his progressions. He tends to check down a little bit more than we've seen Cam do in the past. We haven't seen him take as many shots as he normally does down the field. And so it's been interesting to see. He did against the Seahawks, but against other opponents, he really hasn't. This 49ers defense is starting to get healthy. The secondary is getting healthy. And so I don't think you're going to see Belichick taking a lot of one-on-one shots at guys, so much as trying to establish that run game, maybe try and get Cam out in space, open, out of the pocket, obviously, and be mobile. He has to know that the weakness for the 49ers is that pass rush and the speed off the edge. You have to think he's going to be trying to find a way. Him and not McDaniels. It is McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels.
Him and McDaniels are trying to find a way to get Cam on the edge, out in space, and let him be the best version of himself, which is a mobile quarterback who can also throw and can make plays with his feet.
Yeah, my key matchup is going to be the 49ers zone coverage against Cam Newton, because he does struggle to read zone coverage. So they're going to try to confuse him. I think Robert Saleh showed some of that last week against Goff, another guy that struggles when it's not an early, easy, quick read. And that's what's going to happen to Cam Newton. Cam Newton's going to struggle. They're going to run cover 2. They're going to run cover 3. They're going to run cover 6. And it's going to confuse him. And they're going to show shell coverages. And they're going to move late. And he's going to have a problem. And really the whole goal for them is keep him in the pocket and let him try to find someone open. This is not a week where you have to get to the quarterback fast. This is a week where you can slow rush and make sure that you keep him inside the pocket, so that way he has to make reads and make good throws. He's not a very accurate quarterback. I think since his shoulder has gotten worse, he hasn't been accurate, and I think that's something that's going to hurt him. I think Josh McDaniels will try to get some rhythm throws early and try to get him in a rhythm, and you're right, they're going to try to run the ball with Cam Newton. Planned runs especially are going to be there, but the 49ers can confuse him. The secondaries looked a lot better since they got the corners back, and that's going to be the key. Keep him in the pocket, make him read and make him throw. Do not let him be athletic, and that's going to be the kryptonite, is going to be the coverage. It's going to be a coverage kryptonite for Cam Newton.
Well said, Ant. My key matchup kind of goes along with both of theirs, and it's a similar one to the one I had last week. Is the 49ers defensive ends keeping Cam Newton in the pocket. I know I've said this a lot this year. These guys have said this a lot this year. There's a lot of mobile quarterbacks now, and most mobile quarterbacks struggle if you make them sit in the pocket and throw. It's just how it is. Cam Newton is no different than any of those guys. Cam Newton has thrown only 2 touchdowns this year into 4 interceptions. He's ran for 5 touchdowns. He runs for over 5 yards a carry. He would much rather run the ball than throw it. I think the Patriots would rather Cam threw and ran both 20 times than threw 40 and ran 5. So he's going to be looking to get out. He's going to be looking to get on the run. Their ends, Hyder, Armstead, Jordan, Alex Barrett, all those guys need to work on keeping Cam in the pocket. And if they can do that, Cam will turn the ball over. That's been the story with him his whole career. If you make him set his feet in the pocket and read the defense, he will turn the football over.
I got a question for you guys. Would the 49ers benefit from spying this week, or would they just sit back and play coverage like normal, or should they put a Tarvarius Moore in the box or somebody like that? Should they spy Cam Newton?
I think they should early. They definitely should spy him early. We saw what happened week 1 when they spied early. They had some success. The question will be whether or not we're having any offensive success or not, because I think if we're having offensive success, moving the ball, scoring putting some points up early, giving us a lead, then you can continue to do that. But it's going to be interesting because, like you said, with Cam struggling against zone coverages, you may not have to. You may be able to just drop back into zone. I think they probably try it early. I think Salah's got a bunch of different things that he wants to do. He's probably going to try a variety of different looks and different things, but I don't think spying Cam Newton would be a bad idea, especially on early downs.
With the size of Cam Newton, is it harder to spy him with the Tarvarius Moore? Would you be more inclined to maybe use a Greenlaw, for instance?
I actually, first of all, I'm going to politely disagree with his assessment of the situation.
I hate politeness.
And I think that you don't need to spy him as long as they can sit in zone, because Cam's a very good runner, but he's not 4-3 Kyler Murray. He's not going to run right by your whole defense like that. Fred Warner is faster than Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Do we all agree with that?
Yes.
Right.
And Greenlaw's probably faster than him too. So I think as long as they're playing their normal drops, they can get to Cam and bring him down. I don't think spying him with a defensive back is that great of an idea, because Cam's 250?
He'll run him over.
Yeah, part of the reason I think that they should spy him with somebody big like Greenlaw. Number one, Greenlaw is a fantastic tackler.
Yeah.
But I do think they should spy him at times, because look what Fitzmagic did to the 49ers. He was able to take off. He was able to run. He's not fast.
True.
But he was able to take advantage of the lanes that the defensive line gave, because they're having to run stunts to try to promote pass rush. So I do think that from time to time it would probably be a good idea, especially on a 3rd and 7 or something of that nature, where he can run, and if you make contact 4 yards down the field, he's probably going to carry you the extra 3.
Yeah.
So you have to have somebody big there. And I don't really want to do Fred Warner, because Fred Warner's the best linebacker in the entire league.
True.
So I want him in zone coverage. You do create a hole by doing that. So I do worry about that, but it was just something that I've been thinking that maybe they should do from time to time.
I do agree that if they do spy, it should be Greenlaw.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. And to your point, even while you may disagree with me, I think we actually are in agreement, because I said if zone coverage is working, you probably don't need to spy. So I tend to lean towards what you're thinking there, Horse. If the zone coverage is working, we probably don't. You don't need to spy at all. Just hope to God that the DNs can contain Cam Newton, keep him in the pocket, and when he tries to break through the middle and scramble, you got your linebacking core and whoever else coming up to make plays.
I think they should, and so I will differ a little bit, because I think that giving Cam Newton another thing to worry about is who is going to spy him is something that you can mess with him with, because the more he thinks about and the more he has to process, the tougher it is for him. And
you could mix it up every now and again too and have a different guy.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not
and,
saying make it consistent, but make it here and there and
Absolutely.
Switch up who spies. Even spy him with an athletic defensive lineman or something like that. Might just throw him off just a little bit.
That's a fair point, because it's mixing up the coverages extra.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Wow, that's really bold. Whoa.
It's wow, that is bold time, guys.
Whoa!
Whoa. That was... Whoa, look at this.
By the way, I just want to point out my wow, that's bold came true last week.
It
So did Alex's.
Mine did as well.
Mine did not. I would just like you to know the 49ers came up 32 yards short of passing for 300. Thanks a lot, guys.
Way to go, guys. But I appreciate you keeping them under 17 points. Anyway, it's this week's Wow, That's Bold Week 7 edition.
Woo!
I can't believe it. 7 weeks into this already. I'll start it off. Mine, this week, JaMychal Hasty scores his first professional touchdown. He gets his first tutty and leads the 49ers run game in carries.
Tasty, hasty.
Hasty debut, baby. Let's go.
My wow that's bold is that the 49ers are going to hold Superman to under 150 yards passing. I don't know how bold that is.
It's pretty bold.
But it's going to happen.
Whoa.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, by the way. My wow, that's bold for this week is that the 49ers will create 3 turnovers.
3? Do you have specifics there?
You want me to, are you going to give me another asterisk if the specifics are wrong?
No.
Okay, I'm going to call 2 Cam interceptions
Okay.
and a fumble.
And a fumble?
Is Cam going to watch the fumble?
Ooh. No, he won't, because you know what? He dove on one last week.
Oh.
He ran like 10 yards and
they
dove
still
on
lost, so
And
he's
they
never going to do that
It's
again.
probably true. He'll never do it again now. See, I did it, and it didn't even matter. It was against the same team, too. We still got the L.
Just don't let him cough on you.
Poor Cam Newton. Oh, God. Hold on. It stays. Oh, it stays. Wow. Congratulations. Nice shirt.
Oh! Looks like I'm live. Hi there. I'm Ghostface. You might know me from Scream, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, the upcoming Scream 5, but I am definitely not the guy you've seen in the scary movie. No, that's not me. That is a continuing legal issue that I'm taking care of. You're probably wondering where the Azorean one is. Well, let me just tell you for sure, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. Nothing is wrong with him at all whatsoever. He's just he's a little busy. That's all. He's fine, just fine. I thought I'd dress for this occasion. There, I thought I'd grab one of his jerseys. There, little Garrison Hurst action. You know, throwback like you guys call the old sports realm. But seriously, I thought I'd take the time here on the old Cutback Podcast to tell you all to be safe this Halloween season. You know, be safe and just stay home. Yeah. Don't go trick-or-treating, don't go to parties, just stay home. Right there, in your home, where no one could bother you. An address, phone numbers that are really easy to find. Because you want to be safe this Halloween season. You want to be safe. So come on, don't go to parties, don't go trick-or-treating. Just stay in your home where it's nice and cozy and watch movies all day. I may have a preference of movies to watch. Just saying. Oh, he does picks. He does do picks, right? That's right. He seems to have a list here. We're gonna go with the Bears over the Rams. In the bird fight, we're gonna go with the Seahawks over the Cardinals, and of course the 49ers here going over the Patriots. So those are the Azorean one's picks. And again, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. Everything's fine with him. He's okay. May have taken up all my time here with you guys, but first I do have to make a phone call, just really quick here. Hello, Sydney. Yeah, I'd like 3 extra large pizzas. Yeah, pepperoni, combo, and Hawaiian. Yeah. Yes, I do like pineapple. I do, on the pizza. Lots of it. Put lots of it on there. And make sure to dice it up real nice. I want really, like, double cut. Got it? In fact, if you could triple cut, that'd be great. Thanks. Awesome. Bye, Sydney. See you soon. Yeah. Anyways, keep it on, and happy Halloween. Where's my knife?
You tell that mean ocean.
I'd like to be Cowboys from Oklahoma or Pimps from Oakland.
Okay, Count Chocula.
Let's lock this up, gentlemen. You lock it up.
You lock it up.
You lock it up.
Rule number 76, no excuses. Play like a champion.
This was my first lock it up. Anyway, as you can see here, on our left, your right, the wonderful lock it up scoreboard, in which we now have a tie for first place with the Azorean one and the Ant, both at 13 and 9.
Captain Ahab is his name.
Oh, that's right, Captain Ahab. My apologies. My apologies, Captain Ahab. I'm so sorry. Horse sitting there at a nice 12 and 10 asterisk, and I'm sitting at 500. Boys, I'm creeping slowly into being under 500 territory. This is not good.
Taking too many chances.
Too many chances. We might have to go conservative this week. I'm not 100% sure. But first up on the docket, Rams versus Bears. Ant, what do you got?
Yeah, this one was kind of tough. I was thinking about it. I've been watching the Bears the last couple weeks. They've looked good. Nick Foles has been managing the offense well. We just saw the Rams play the 49ers in a tough game. Aaron Donald got embarrassed enough where he didn't remember who Deebo Samuel was. He had 19 problems in that game.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's
I don't know
that?
who that is.
Oh, no.
Well, he's going to know who Nick Foles is this week. I'm going to say Aaron Donald bounces back. The Rams bounce back, and they defeat the Bears 24-20.
Oh, my.
Now, I agree with you. This is the pick I think that took the longest in my head. And my thought was that I don't see the Rams scoring more than 20 points on that Bears defense. But I see Chicago scoring that much on the Rams. That was my question. I have the Bears scoring 3 touchdowns, winning 21-17.
Whoa. Why are you almost stealing my score? Almost stealing my score.
Do you see a record? Who would steal yours?
I'm just saying. I got the Bears also with a lot of field goals. 23-17 over the Rams. I think this is kind of like the week. This is the week for the Rams. I kind of feel like where things kind of start to go downhill for them. Offensively, they do not look in sync at all. Defensively, Aaron Donald disappearing into the void last week was kind of crazy. And if Aaron Donald, I don't think he's going to continue to play that badly, but if he can't get back to 3-sack Aaron Donald, they're going to be in some trouble against this Bears defense, because this Bears defense has shown they're the real deal this year so far. I think this is the week that the Rams start to go completely downhill, and we start to see the 8-8 Rams coming back into the fold and back into the picture. And sorry, Rams Nation, or whatever the heck you call yourselves. That's pretty much over for you after this.
What do
week.
you do? Go get coaching tips from Jeff Fisher? How to go 8-8?
Something like that.
So we got a big divisional matchup on the horizon. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals. We've got Mr. Unlimited against Kyler Murray, who just ran over Dallas's epically terrible defense. Horst, who you got?
Well, this one to me, because neither team's too great on defense, especially with Arizona losing Chandler Jones, comes down to almost which quarterback's going to make more plays. And I would never pick Kyler Murray to make more plays than Russell Wilson.
In baseball, maybe.
I do have it.
Baseball,
a close one. I have Seattle winning 31-28.
31-28.
Ooh.
Wow, that's impressive. I got the Seahawks also in this one, 31-24, with Kyler Murray at the end of the game throwing a pick six that kind of seals it for the Seahawks, taking a chance that he shouldn't take to DeAndre Hopkins, who's triple covered at that point in time. So, yeah, Russell Wilson definitely going to make some more plays. I feel like the Seahawks ground game is going to help them out a little bit this week as well, finally. And so, yeah, 31-24, Seattle.
Yeah, I think that Seattle is going to be too much. I think that if Dak would have been playing for Dallas, that Arizona probably would have lost that game. But everyone was putting pressure on themselves. So I don't think Arizona, I think they still are who we thought they were. They're not that great. I think they're just decent. And I think the Seahawks win 38-31.
So they are who we thought they were, and Dallas just let them off the hook.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
So the last game is the big one, the most important one. Do the 49ers go back above 500 when they take on the Patriots in Foxborough? Mr. Alex Cesania Jr.
Junior? Is there a senior? Am I a second? I just didn't know about it? That's crazy. Sadly, they do. Of course they go above 500. How could they not go above 500? Sadly for the Patriots, and sadly for my own head, because as I'm making this pick right now, the person that's going to be next to me watching this is punching me and, potentially stabbing me. I may not see you guys.
You ever think of
Sunday night for a record? I don't know. Did
you ever think of making a pillow fort?
That's a great idea. A pillow fort. Look at this guy. This guy's got the best ideas right here. Right, that guy right there. Look at it. Look at his shirt, by the way, too. Show that off. It's a beautiful shirt.
Works for a win or a loss.
It does. It really does. It's the perfect shirt for the perfect situation. But that's not the point, because the point is the San Francisco 49ers are going to take care of business against the New England Patriots. I feel the New England Patriots, this is one of the few years in which offensively they are one-dimensional. They are heavily reliant on their run game, whether that's Cam or whether that's the running back by committee they have there with 7 running backs in the backfield. The 49ers have not struggled as much against the run recently. They definitely had a few possessions and drives in the last game where they struggled. I think they get some of that cleaned up. I think you don't have to put as much pressure on Cam because he struggles against zone. I think that helps the defense, doesn't hurt them. And I think the 49ers come out with a 20-17 win against the New England Patriots in New England.
This is going to be fun because Jimmy G is going back. This is going to be the Patriots knowing everything about him. They know his strengths. They know his weaknesses. Can the defense stop the 49ers offense? I think that the 49ers are going to be successful on offense to a point. I think Belichick will take things away, and I think it's going to be a battle of kind of wits. I think there's going to be down times where the 49ers don't move the ball, times New England doesn't move the ball. But overall, I think it's going to go back and forth. But I think the 49ers are going to pull it out in the end. A Robbie Gould field goal to win the game, 27-24. Jimmy G takes them down the field to win with 2 minutes left in the game. That's how it gets done.
I actually have this going a little bit different than you guys, but I do have the 49ers winning.
Thanks for clarifying.
I think that once again the Niners jump out on top of these guys, maybe 14-0, and they get up, 21-13 or so. I have them winning 27-20. I think they're ahead the whole game, but New England keeps cutting it close, but the Niners pull it out in the end.
Nice.
Very good. Well, it looks like we only differ on a few things this week, so I don't think you have too much to worry about. There's not going to be any big swings or changes in the scoring here, but we all know one thing. The 49ers, we're going back up on top this week. We're going over 500. We're going back to 4-3, and we're putting ourselves squarely in the driver's seat for playoffs.
And we're making New England think about tanking for Trevor.
Mud Dog's going to win 30-27.
Those are our picks. That's what we locked up. We want to hear from you. What are your picks? What do you think the 49ers are going to do against these Patriots? Do you think we're going to win? You think we're going to lose? What's the score going to be? Let us know in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff, and be here next Tuesday because we got a big show, don't we, Ann?
Yeah, we do. We're going to be breaking down the entire game. How did Belichick and Shanahan scheme this up? Who got the edge? Was Jimmy G too much for Cam, or did Cam go back to Superman like he did in Seattle and take over? It's going to be real interesting to break this down. I can't wait to watch this game. I think it's going to be very exciting, and that's what Tuesday's episode is going to be all about, the reaction, everything that happened, full breakdown. Were we right about our key matchups on offense and defense? You have to be here Tuesday to find out if that's the reason the 49ers won or lost.
Have to be here on Tuesday. Need to be here on Tuesday. Especially if there's a big fat W.
That's right.
Actually, either way. But especially if there's a big fat W, because we're going to be having a lot of fun if we get a big win this weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
Let us in. This week's game is going to be off the hook. We're in New England. The Patriots think they're the best dynasty in the history of the NFL. They're not. The 49ers are the best dynasty in the history of the NFL. Bill Walsh never got caught cheating. Joe Montana never got caught cheating. Joe Montana never threw an interception in a Super Bowl and went undefeated in Super Bowls. Jimmy G is going to show them that they should have kept him. The Niners are going to come out and get a big fat dub. we're going to celebrate on Tuesday.
We're definitely going to be celebrating on Tuesday. I 100% agree with everything that you just said. Everything. All of it. We are the best dynasty in the history of professional football. Not only did all of those things, Joe Montana also leads game-winning drives that end in touchdowns. Not field goals, Tom Brady.
Wait,
and
in
Bill
what?
Belichick.
What are they ending?
Touchdowns.
What?
Oh, tutties.
Oh.
My apologies. Tutties. Thank you so much. What would I do? What would I do without this man? Look at him. Look at him over there.
Now, is that spelled with 2 D's or 2 T's?
It's definitely going to be spelled with 2 D's.
Okay.
2 D's for sure.
Okay.
Appreciate
bro love on this.
lot of bro love on this. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how we got here. But you know what? It's fine because the 49ers, we're excellence. We're excellence personified. And on Sunday, we're going to be more than just excellence personified. We're going to be 4-3.
Yeah, the 49ers got to take care of business this week. They got to beat the Patriots. I think Jimmy G will want this one really bad, and I think the team's going to want to deliver in a big way. And I think Kyle Shanahan wants to prove that he can take down Belichick, especially after the Super Bowl that happened before where, they kind of came back and it got blamed on Kyle. Unfortunately, I guess when you're up 28-3 and your defense doesn't stop a single person, it becomes your fault.
Yeah,
But
Dan Quinn.
Yeah, I think that Kyle Shanahan is going to be out to prove a point, and I think the 49ers are going to be out to prove that they're on their way to the playoffs. And this will be a big win, and direction of the team can go in that up region that we want it to go. So 49ers, big win coming. I'm calling it. Big win.
Time.
We're all in on this.
All in.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. Chalk another one up.
I think they should win.
What? I think they should.
No, I want them to win.
No, I want them to win.
No, you don't. They're not the Warriors.
I think he wants them to secretly lose so he has a happy house.
No, I don't.
You know?
Oh my.
That's getting cut.